Since 1994, safe, fast and more, our reliable name, Mixcat.com.
Hi guys, Pete with Mixcat. Hope you guys are really enjoying the weather. I'm down south here in Kissimmee, Florida, and the weather's great. I'm really sorry about those northern states where it's snowing like crazy. I got something that might keep you warm. I've done a couple other videos about alcohol stoves and survival kits. Well, this kind of goes along with that theme. We're going to be playing with fire today, so make sure you have a fire extinguisher at hand and you're always careful when you're working with fire. Alright, what I picked up from CVS is just regular isopropyl alcohol. This one actually is 91%, which is a very pure alcohol. Kind of rare to come by, that's why I picked that up. But you can use 50%, that would work fine. I prefer to get 70% alcohol over the 50 if you can find it in your area. Again, very cheap, very easy to do. What I have here is a little paint can, and it's almost about the same size as the toilet paper here. What we're going to do with the toilet paper is unwrap it, and we're going to use the toilet paper inside as a wick. I had a couple people that sent me some videos, and I'm basically combining some of the best that I've seen to create a heater or a stove. It's up to you. If you guys are stuck in a mountain in a car without heat, the alcohol would actually, this much amount of alcohol would probably give you 2 to 3 days worth of heat in the vehicle. So definitely a great thing to have in a bug out bag or a survival kit bag. I just kind of bent up the inner core. It makes it really easy to work with the paper. I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze it into a small circle, and we're going to put it in a can. No magic here, and you might have to unravel it a little bit. It looks like I'm going to need to. So if you're going to cut off a little bit, that's fine. But yeah, looking at the news, it's been cold all over the country. We're pretty much the only state that is a reasonable temperature at this point. I actually got shorts on. It's in the 70s right now. But I digress. Alright, we got that out. Go ahead, I'm going to scrunch this up and try to fit it to the can. It's still kind of big. That's alright, we'll make good use of it. Alright, and I will have some more up-and-coming survival style videos. This is definitely a great thing to know how to do to heat a house. You can do a couple of these. I would definitely make sure you sit this on top of a tile or a metal plank. That way you don't have any fire issues. In a car, this is perfect. You're not going to get any kind of fumes coming off the alcohol. Now I got the ice cream man coming. Right on time. I should have got a little bit bigger of a can. That's all right. Scrunch him down. There we go. I'll show you guys what that looks like. He's all the way shoved in there, and you can see it doesn't make it over the top, so it's a nice solid case to have it in. That way when we light it and we want to put it out, we could just put the top on and it'll extinguish real easy. Alright, now that we got that done, we are going to fill this up with alcohol. This is my 91% isopropyl. And that paper is going to absorb that right up. Alright. That's about good. I'm not going all the way to the top with alcohol on it, just enough where I'd say if the paper wasn't in there, probably about a quarter to a third of the actual alcohol towards the bottom. That way it soaks it through the toilet paper there and uses it as a wick. And if you had a problem and this spills over, you're not going to have any alcohol spill out of it and cause a fire. So nice and safe that way. All right, I'm going to cap that off. We're going to light them. I'll show you guys how effective this actually is. Let me go ahead and move the camera and zoom it down. Okay, and you get a shot of my little solar panels I was making in the previous video in the back. I'm actually going to give one of these away this weekend. So if you want to have one of these little solar panels, shoot me a comment, let me know that you're interested. And one of my lucky subscribers will win one of these videos. And my next video I'll announce the winner. But there we go. We're going to light this up and show you how effective it is. There you go. Real easy. Really safe. You can definitely feel the heat coming off of that guy. And that's it's a stove slash heater. I would be very comfortable running this in the house as long as you keep a window open, because when something's burning, it's eating up oxygen that's in the air. This don't give off carbon monoxide. That's what they say. But you never know what's in, the other couple percent of the alcohol. It's supposed to be water, but it could be anything. This you can see is nice and clean burning. Not super hot. You can pick it up. And again, this would be great for a heater, and this is something that's going to last for hours. And again, when you're done with it, you grab your lid, you put it right on top, and it's out. That's it. Very, very simple. There you go. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. This will burn for hours and hours. And what you can do is set yourself up like a little surrounding, maybe a wind screen. Something fairly beefy where you can sit a pot on top of that and you'd be able to cook with it. So in a pinch, it'd be a stove or a heater. And again, that's with isopropyl alcohol using a roll of toilet paper in a paint can. You really, really can't beat it. Nice and clean. When you cap this, you're talking it's airtight, no vapors are getting out of it, and you can have that in a bug-out bag or in the back of a car. Definitely if you live on a mountain and you're going through snow, or you're just in a really, really cold area, and it'd really be a pity to get stuck in a car where the car's disabled, there's no help, and it's really cold. This definitely gets you out of a pinch if need be. You can cook some food, make coffee, tea, what have you, while you wait for help to come. Well, I hope this helps you guys. If you're not in such a warm atmosphere like we are here, and again, thanks everybody for all the comments, and I hope you enjoy this video. Take care, guys. Have a good weekend. As I was doing this video, it made me think. I have this charcoal starter where you can see inside of it, it's got a windscreen to kind of block wind from hitting the charcoal to help you really ignite the charcoal. This would make for a great stand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stove I just made, put it in here, and I brought out my water kettle. I put a little bit of water in there, and it's cold water. I'm going to go ahead and light it up and see how long it takes to actually boil this water. Again, everything's cold. So this is from cold to boil. And it's got the holes going through it, so I'm thinking this should probably stay lit nicely. Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, I don't put it out. I may have to cut some holes towards the top. I'm not sure yet. Again, this is just kind of impromptu. I walked past my charcoal starter and said, hey, that would be a great idea. Now she went out on me. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and notch this out a little bit and we'll test it again. Yeah, it did go out. Alright. Maybe I'll flip that around. Even better. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it around. That way it can breathe out at the top. Alright, take two. Where's my... See, I don't rehearse. This is all live. That's all right. Go this route. I may have to cut some holes, but I'm thinking this will probably work out. Yeah. Yeah, that's a winner. Now I can at least see the flames on the top there, see if it's going to go out. All right, let me look at the clock again, and we'll get a minute count on this. All right. Zoom that in for you guys. I'd love to hear some ideas that you guys have. The charcoal igniter starter, whatever you want to call that metal device, seems to be doing pretty well with the cutouts in it. That's super. It's sturdy too, so you can put a good sized pot on it, and yeah, it's cranking away. A minute into it here. I'm going to go ahead and pause this video and give you the minute count in just a second. That way you don't have to wait through this. This is pretty impressive. I'm about 2 minutes and 20 seconds into it. I went ahead and I opened up my garage door too, just to make sure that I don't have any kind of fumes or anything going on in here. But there's no noticeable smell. I just wanted to be safe because I do have, you know, some gas-operated things in here. In the Mixed Cat Laboratory / garage. That's going great. You can see it's, hopefully you get a good shot of that. Yeah, it looks good. This is a cool little stove. I should have probably taken that metal plate out in the center though. Probably lends to its stability. Got some condensation on the top of that. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely hot. This is probably about between 2 and 3 cups of water in there. I do see more of the water moving around. We're pretty close to a boil. It's exciting. It definitely kicks off heat. Yeah, it's starting to boil. I can hear it. That's one of those old-fashioned tea kettles that whistles, so you guys will hear it too. But it's breathing. Steam coming out of the nozzle. This is cool. Alright, so definitely this will work out nice. Spooky, but my garage probably warmed up an extra 3 degrees in here. It's warming up. I'm looking at the temperature gauge. It was 75 and it's 78 right now, 78.6. I'm going to keep an eye on that. So we moved up. Oh, there we go. Just starting to boil. Right around 5 minutes. There you go, she's boiling. We can make our tea, our coffee, what have you. That exciting? 5 minutes. It's a nice little stove. See that? Powerful. How's that for a nice cheap stove? And again, nice and safe. I'll take it off, I'll put that lid on it. Oh. Is there a canister for the charcoal? Take 2. There she goes. It'll actually suck down as it cools off. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Since 1994, safe, fast and more. Our reliable name, mixcat.com.